Okay, so as you all know, Steph Curry is one of the best shooters in the NBA ever. And what we're going to do today is really talk about how you can get Steph Curry some amazing open three-point or mid-range shots. So number one is just a simple screen and roll. And to set that screen and roll, it's a holding of the L1. You're going to pull that player up, you're going to use that screen, and you're going to get yourself a wide open shot almost every single time. However, you have to remember that NBA 2K is a very smart game. And what I mean by NBA 2K being a really smart game, if you run too many screen and rolls for Steph Curry, they're going to get used to that. But right now, as you can see, they are just not getting used to it. And this game likes to make me look like a liar sometimes, so that just happens. So as you can see, they have gotten used to that screen and roll, and they switched off. They have LeBron James guarding Steph Curry. So how are we going to score on a bigger player like LeBron James? So one thing that we have to remember is LeBron James is not as quick as Steph Curry in real life or in this game. So what we're going to do is try and bait LeBron James into forcing us in one direction or the other. And when that happens, we're going to step back and we're going to take that shot. So how I was able to set that up was just simple, a couple of crosses with that right joystick, and then we were able to step back. And to do the step back in NBA 2K, or at least with Steph Curry, I find success by just tapping that right button twice. And that gives you that step back, and it's very effective. However, we're going to try and get that screen and roll one more time, and I'm going to show you how effective it can be, because when you start running it too many times, they'll switch off early, and that leaves that rolling player to really set you up quite well. Now, what happens if you're on, or at least getting defended by a player who is maybe just as fast as you, or maybe just needs to be a really good defender maybe? So what we're going to do is a spin move, step back, and now we had our player get in our way, which is fine. We're gonna go and set that up again. We're gonna go and spin move off, and then step back, and we're gonna take that shot. Now I was quite a bit farther from the rim than I should have been, but it was only 4% covered. So we've used three things so far: the pick and roll or the screen and roll, the step back on a faster defender, and then also the spin move and step back on a player who is the same speed as us. But what happens if you just need to get a 2-pointer? You don't need 3 points. Well, what we can do is run in one direction or dribble in one direction. If you're faster, then you're just going to be able to get to the rim quite easily, but he is a shorter player, so sometimes you'll just have that issue. But in the fast break, he is also a really great player. However, right now we're just going to be setting up against a player who is roughly the same speed as Steph Curry. You have to remember, if you're going to go straight out towards the rim without crossing, just using kind of overall speed, you're not going to have all that great of success. So what we need to do is to run an ISO. However, if you want to take a player with your speed, especially being Steph Curry, you can set this up with a couple of crosses. You can go in one direction and then cross back. He's a really great ball handler. But what I like to do myself is to go full out speed on one side. We're going to try and get Russell out of the way. So we're going to go all out speed in one direction. We're going to cross back, and then we're going to take that shot. Anyways, those are some basic moves that you can do with Steph Curry. Let's try to chuck up a crazy half-court shot and see what happens. Anyways, I hope to see you guys next time.